Hello, welcome to Spark Joy Astrology, where I deliver to you the exact degree-based aspects, transits of the day, giving you a flavor of the energetic wave that we are riding. And today we are talking about July 6th, 2023. It's Thursday, friends, and it's been raining all day long here. It's finally a little sliver of sunshine peeking through, so here I am underneath the tree getting rained on by the wet tree. But it's sunny and I'm so happy to be here with you on this daydreamy day. We have the moon moving into Pisces and some aspects at the end of the day that really help us to get into a grand envisioning way of life tonight. So let's dive into the aspects. We start with our moon. She's at 22 degrees of Aquarius. She ends her journey at the end of this day at 7 degrees of Pisces. And our sun is in Cancer, starting the day at 13 degrees. And right on either side, 6 degrees on either side, the sun has Juno, asteroid of partnership and commitment, and Mercury, our friend of communication and intellectual analyzation, on either end, so 6-degree orb. By the end of the night, they move 1 degree, except for Mercury, friends. Mercury moves from 19 to 22 degrees in one day, 3 degrees. So he's really picked up speed, and he is the first person we're going to talk about, because there is an aspect still in play, and it is between Mercury squaring Chiron. Chiron at 19 degrees of Aries asks us to heal something and to give voice to what we need to heal, but a square aspect gives us a challenge. So there's a challenge around communicating something that we want to maybe heal, or maybe even we're not even to the healing part. We just need to identify some sort of pain, insecurity, or trauma. But that's happening, friends. And then to counter that, we have Chiron and the other aspect that's still holding true that ends at the end of this evening. But Chiron stays, or rather it's Black Moon Lilith who moves within a 3-degree range. She still hangs tight to Chiron. So this particular aspect will be in play all the way until July 14th, friends. And it is between Black Moon Lilith and Chiron. So our fears, our insecurities being trined. So this is an up level, an amplification, a healing. It's a positive aspect because it is by the nature of benevolent Jupiter. So we are finding some healing around fears and insecurities. And this is until July 14th. This month, friends, it'll just keep coming at you. Just a month of healing, of powerful healing. Which brings me to a little message, or I guess an announcement rather, that I'm not going to be doing videos next week because this girl is going on a retreat and will be far away in paradise where I will not have any internet service. And I am, following the cosmic waves and doing my inner work and my healing next week. So with that said, let us dive into the aspects of today that are exact today. At 1:37 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, our moon moved from 22 to 23 degrees and made an opposition to Venus at 23 degrees of Leo. Venus opposing our moon, relationship opposing our emotional nature. This can bring in the desire and need for affection and love, but the opposition, there's this push and pull, and we're not being able to actually fulfill those emotional desires. So there's a challenge in the way today, possibly, friends. Maybe it's that your emotional needs aren't being met. Maybe you're bored. Maybe maybe it has nothing to do with relationships. Do remember that Venus also represents creativity and finances as well. So there could be some creative energy that you're feeling is provoked, but taking the time to actually do those things so that you can glean the wisdom, the beauty out of that creativity. So there is desire for love right off the bat as we start the day, but some tense aspect with the opposition. And now our moon moves to just 27 degrees and finds Mars in Leo. So Mars and Venus are, still traveling in Leo together. Mars will move out of Leo, but Venus will retrograde in a few weeks on July 22nd and start going back through Leo all the way down. So, we have the Lovers, so close, but not quite reuniting. Unfortunately, it's not until February 22nd, 2024 that they do come together, and I believe it's at 7 degrees of Aquarius. So we got some time before the lovers come together, but the moon has checked in with both of them, and at 7:42 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, the moon is telling the Mars in this opposition that there may be some impulsive energy, passionate energy, but this is also indicative of anger, moody, short-tempered, hot temper, right? We're dealing with the warrior and then our emotional nature. So we may be looking at what kind of desires we have and how are we fulfilling them. Maybe there's challenge in the way of getting those desires met. So this can be also a time to use that drive and desirous energy to get things done, to go into achieve mode, or mood rather, if it's entailing the moon. So, you know, get things done energy, pep in your emotional step, if you will. So this is early in the morning, friends, that the moon checks in with the lovers. And, you know, now we get the moon moving into Pisces, which is this dreamy shift. Our lovers take us into dreamland. Our moon moves into Pisces at 11:32 a.m. Pisces is a feminine water sign ruled in traditional astrology by Jupiter, in modern astrology by Neptune. And Neptune, friends, just went retrograde. So this new energy of Neptune is one of going inward and being reflective with our intuitive skills to really glean great wisdom. You know, this shift really uncovered things in our external world that may have been delusional and not quite as real as you would have hoped them to be. So with this moon now going into Neptune's home place of Pisces, there is this ability to tune into that psychic antenna. It's very sensitive, receptive energy. Neptune is that foggy, illusionary world where your intuition can tune in, where your dreams can tune in, where you can become the envisioner and manifester of your life. So this energy is definitely a pronounced emotional energy. There's a strong sense of emotion. So get in touch as the moon moves into this beautiful sign of Pisces that encapsulates all of the zodiac energy. All 12 signs come together in the sign of Pisces. So it is the oneness energy that we can tune into and become very empathetic. So definitely a time to amplify the holistic vision. Get in touch and get in tune, friends. All right, then our next aspect happens at 12:03 p.m. where the moon moves to 0 degrees and 19 minutes and trines the south node in Scorpio at 0 degrees and 19 minutes. The moon checking in with this potent moon energy, the nodes are of the subconscious realm, just like the moon, can bring us this beautiful karmic fruits. We're always dealing with karma when we work with the nodes. They are very much indicative of past lives and future direction of lives, and our south node is all the past life energy. So when there is a trine, which is by the nature of Jupiter connecting the moon in the south node, karmic fruits that have been created, we're harvesting these karmic fruits that have been created from past efforts. So it's a beautiful time to look around you and see how you can just up level your life, expand your life because of work you've already done. So seeing your past in this big view, big backup view as well, right? We're able to use the trine, the expansive energy of Jupiter, to get into that backed up, observer view. We're in Pisces now, so we can see it all. So looking at your past, connecting all the dots, and maybe by connecting these dots, you find an alignment that brings you into this new knowing of your purpose, of your future. Because at 1:05 p.m., the moon now sextiles, another positive aspect, but by the nature of Venus, the north node at 0 degrees and 57 minutes. And Taurus is where the north node node is at. It's about to leave though, friends, and about to come into contact with Pluto, squaring Pluto. We're working with a skipped step, a karmic skip step around deep transformation. But before we get there, our moon making the sextile today is giving us this amplified vision. So we've backed up, we've become the observer. Now we can look at this view with a whole new creative flow. This is an amplified creative vision that we have when the moon is sextiling. Ooh, did I say that? Sextiling by Venus, the north node. So flow your creative grand vision skills into that vision of where you want your life to go. North node, what we're working towards in this particular life that we're not super comfortable with, friends. We've done many lives doing south node things. And this is where the north node can bring in some ego because, you know, it's something we're not familiar with. So we may be pushing and pulling where we might be a little challenging. So with the day starting with Mars and Venus being checked in with the moon, we were basically being asked, what is it that you need to truly give yourself and receive the love that you crave and to fulfill the desires that you have in this life? So friends, if you have the chance to journal on all these transits, I've been told by one of my friends that she watches these and journals each night and has developed a beautiful spiritual practice from that. So this is a perfect night with our moon now moving into Pisces to get out, to envision, to write in your journal, to maybe even use a meditation on envisioning your big grand view of your beautiful life. We do have Jupiter and Neptune ruling where our moon is. So expansive, spiritual energy manifesting, flowing into this day. So daydreamy day indeed. All right, I wish you so much love, so much light, and so much joy. Mwah.